Well, we are continuing our relationship talk this morning. Do you have a partner who's recently unemployed, and is it taking strain on the relationship? Or maybe it isn't. For instance, we've got Charissa from Johannesburg on the line. Charissa, good morning. Welcome to Expresso.
Hi, how are you?
I'm very, very good, thank you. What is your question or comment for Charissa?
Well, I think my comment is relationships that are actually they are affected by the other partner not working and the other partner working. They're more driven by money more than anything. Because currently I'm not working, and my partner is okay with it. He doesn't have a problem because I've been looking, but I'm not finding anything. But life has to go on anyway, you know. Yeah. So yeah, I think it's more of it's not driven by love. It's driven by money more than anything. Because if there's love, then these small little things that come with it, they just make it work. You make it work. And my partner is also here, who's the one who's working. You can also comment on that. But I'm connecting because I know that it's not affecting us. It's actually making our love more stronger. And yeah, we're growing stronger actually.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for that comment, Charissa. So he's saying basically it's not that the finances are the issue. They have love. That's what's keeping them strong right now. Is that something that can happen a lot? Like, yes, things might be changing, but if the love is strong and the understanding, you'll be fine.
Leanne, I love that. I'd like to think they've also got good communication, that they actually sit down and they talk about things and they decide how they're actually going to conquer this together. And possibly he's helping at home and with chores. We'd like to think he is. But they say love can conquer all. I hope so. But when you have to pay that debt, love isn't going to pay
start
it.
coming, you know? Well, before we continue with this conversation, let's head to the street and see what other people feel about this topic as well.
Well, it all depends on how much you love each other, really. If the relationship is strong, it shouldn't really affect it at all.
If you're the type of person who's unemployed because you're just demotivated generally, then, I mean, it's bigger. It's bigger than just not getting a job. It's a buzzkill, really.
It will have a very bad effect. That's my honest opinion, because it's a lot of struggles you have to deal with. It's like very bad.
If one partner is unemployed, well, it could have one of two effects. The first effect, I think, is there could be like a feeling of like, this is unfair. Why am I carrying most of the weight and you not doing anything about it? Or there could be a sense of encouragement, you know, assisting your partner who's not employed by speaking about their best qualities, just reminding them of the things they're good at. Because I think like when there's a storm, this is a storm in life, that's when it tests how strong that relationship is.
I think an awful lot of stress. An awful lot of stress and probably arguments, disagreements, depression, things like that. It's really difficult. I just think that's really difficult. I think you have to try and probably just find some time together to talk about things and to give them space and opportunity to talk as well and to listen.
Wow, some wise words there from our people on the street. Well, you know what, like, I do believe that love conquers all, and it's a very, very powerful thing. But when those bills start coming, financial stress can be a very, very debilitating thing in a relationship. Let's talk about that for a second.
Yes, absolutely. The bills come and there isn't enough money to pay.
Yeah.
And then the fighting begins because there's sacrifices, there's frustrations. We can't buy all the food that we want, possibly. We have to give up our luxuries. And who's going to give up what? And how do we move forward on that? And does the breadwinner want to keep it all for themselves because they've earned it and there's pressure on them? So a lot of fighting, a lot of frustration. And as I say, if you haven't saved for that, very frustrating.
Let's talk about the scenario. Let's say that there is one person, like you've communicated about it, you understand, you are now the sole breadwinner in the family. You going out, you're working every day. Should the other partner still be putting more stress on you in terms of you being at home, you still doing things, or is it a case of you going out there, you're doing your job, I'm going to try and do things and manage the home and try to make sure that everything moves smoothly here? Is that the kind of agreement that we need to come to?
Yes, I'd agree. I would think the partner that is unemployed would be there, would help with the chores, would be out there, would not be putting pressure on the breadwinner, would doing like, what can I do to help?
Just meeting each other halfway almost.
Yes, and it's all about balance and it's all about, you know, this partnership, working together. Yeah. Not putting pressure on the other one, supporting each other, motivating the other one.
Yeah. I suppose in a situation like that, it could work a lot. Well, relationships are tough, we know that, and when money is involved and when one isn't working, it can be even tougher, but communication is the healthy road on which all relationships travel. Well, before we continue with this conversation, you can give us a call, 0839133728. Let's go and find out what's happening on social media.